Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Glitched Podcast. My name is Topher Welsh, and 50 miles to my north is sitting my co-host,
Eugene Capon.
And we are here to talk about the world of VR and kind of, I guess, recap our last year in the world of virtual reality, augmented reality, and slowly becoming influencers. Can we say that yet, Eugene?
I think we can. I've been trying to do this whole creative entrepreneurial thing for about 10 years, but my career really hasn't taken off until, I started pursuing virtual reality and you and I started teaming up.
I was the catalyst in your life. I know it was.
You could be. You might have been like the missing ingredient for my career to start, taking off.
Yeah, man, it has been kind of a whirlwind of a year. Like, we went to VidCon, we went to VRLA, we did like our whole glitched VR show.
We did season 3.
Yeah, season 3 was.
We started our company, Studio Capon.
Yeah, we did that. We had just tons of awesome new connections. Met a lot of really cool people for the show. We met iJustine and her sister Jenna. They were super cool. Who else did we have on this last season?
We had Ella Darling. We had Barkley's Nerdgasm back.
That's right.
We had Jason from Costume Characters for Causes. We had The Flash.
Yeah, we had so many people this year. It was.
And then because we had a podcast as well, we had a bunch of people that way.
Yeah, that's right. We did. If you guys haven't kept up, we actually got the incredible honor to come, and we were actually guests for VidCon at the Another Reality area, and we got to kind of record a bunch of our podcasts live at VidCon, and that was a lot of fun.
We hung out with the guys from NerdSync. We kicked it with Jordan Jones, pop star.
That was pretty cool. We hung out with the whole Valley Folk crew.
Oh yeah,
Jordan Jones was very, very nice. A very nice girl. I feel like I didn't have very much in common with her as a 32-year-old male, but she was very, very nice nonetheless.
Versus an 18-year-old pop star.
Yeah, you could probably see it in my voice. It's like I found it very, very hard to relate to her. Nothing against her, but like that pop world. Like, I listen to a lot of pop music, but like it's been a while since I've had to like carry on a conversation with an 18-year-old about like stuff that's relevant to them and me, because I very quickly realized that she did not give a shit about some of the stuff that I liked or got any of my references, because I'm too old, man. I'm too old.
I feel like your kids probably would have been able to hold a better conversation with her than you did.
Probably. I mean, they just had to talk about Fortnite and they'd be like, go. They'd be good. They'd be good.
It's really interesting. I was at my girlfriend's office party, and I was talking to her boss, and she asked me, like, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm an influencer. I create video content. I do stuff in the video game industry, specifically virtual reality. And she asked me, how do you feel about Fortnite? Like, how concerned should I be about Fortnite? And that's where I kind of had to like go, well, Fortnite to you is kind of what Elvis Presley was to parents in the 50s. I don't like how those teenagers are shaking their hips.
It's a pretty good analogy, actually. I mean, what people always ask me, like, what do you think of Fortnite? It's like, I'm just waiting for Fortnite VR to come out, because as soon as we have FPS Fortnite against these kids, me and you are going to murder their asses.
Oh, absolutely.
Hard. We're going to be like number 1 ranked in the world. Ninja will be going down. Like, you can't beat my trigger figure.
How are you doing since the Beat Saber update came out and they wiped everybody's scores?
Honestly, I haven't been playing for scores lately. I've been playing more for like fitness and just generally making content. I've been getting more into just like, I really, really enjoy just playing Beat Saber. So making videos and just dancing around, and it's weird because like I'm very, very shy in real life, and I wouldn't really dance like on a dance floor, but like you put a VR headset on me, man, and I turn into I just posted my Huna's Bubble Pop, and it's just the girliest K-pop song, but I'm just dancing my ass off, jumping around. And I was doing that earlier. It's so much fun.
Have you tried doing the new League of Legends K-pop song that came out not too long ago?
I have done that one. I haven't actually recorded myself yet. It's cool because is that the one that bundled with Beat Saber? Called Pop Stars?
Maybe? I'm not sure.
Because Beat Saber actually did a K-pop like mashup, probably some sort of a brand deal. But it was a song called Pop Stars that is... Sorry, I'm peeking on my mic. There's a song called Pop Stars that came out, and it's really, really, really fun. And but they have Extreme Plus mode because they added that in on the new Beat Saber update. So not only do you have easy, normal, medium, or
hard.
What is it? Easy, normal, hard, and then extreme.
Expert.
There's now Extreme Plus or Expert Plus.
Yeah,
which is like just ridiculous.
I'm still like in the hard area, and I feel like when I do like hard mode, I can definitely get top 100 in the world. But as soon as I venture into like expert, I start failing.
See, I feel like hard and expert, like it has to be a really fast hard song or like a really short hard song, because what I do is I look at the note count when I go into a song, and if it's like 600 or below, like I'm like, oh, this is probably, and if it's like 3 minutes long, I'm like, this is probably too slow for me, because like I like moving so much, and like I treat the lightsabers as actual swords. So like the stances, this gets really, really nerdy, but the stances that I use, like the different poses, like I just envision myself as Deadpool with the two katanas, and I use it that way. And so like I'm doing full swipes because the algorithm, the scoring algorithm, it rewards you if you have more 180-degree complete swipes, so you get a higher score. So I try to treat them like that.
So I'm trying to remember what it was. It was the Acer. Our mutual friend Nemo was actually in town. I was over at his house, and he had the Microsoft Acer set up at the house. And
was that the backpack?
No. It was the one that's attached to the computer still. But it has like the lights on the sticks.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. About for sure.
And so everybody heard like I was this fantastic Beat Saber player. I went in to play it, and my score was like half of what it normally is. And I was like, what the hell?
I was in the pool.
No, but what it turns out is if your arm reach is outside of their like standard bounding box for that specific headset, it just won't read your...
It won't render the hit.
Yeah. Well, no. It'll show the hit. It just won't show the arc motion for your hand.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, no, I normally would have like destroyed this guy Nima's score, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
I
it made
really
me sad.
think we have an opportunity with Beat Saber competitions, like local Beat Saber competitions. That's something I want to do in 2019, is organize a Beat Saber competition in Seattle. I think that'd be a freaking blast. Because, dude, when they had their huge Beat Saber worldwide tournament, there was 0 places that were participating in Seattle.
Really?
I was super pissed. I really wanted to go up and do it, but like there was just no one that was participating, or else I didn't see them, or they didn't add them to their map or whatever. But yeah,
I thought they did it at the Microsoft store in the U District.
Yeah, maybe I missed the memo. I don't know. There probably was one. Admittedly, I didn't look very hard because I was really busy in the first place, and so and I play it like every single day at home. It's not like I have to, always do it. But anyways.
Yeah, but there's like, you want to feel like you're better than everybody.
I am better than everyone, Eugene. You know this. You know this. We white men can't jump those guys over at VidCon.
Oh, at the collab booth?
Oh, dude, it was so good.
Yeah.
Hey, if my buddy beats the score over like by 10%, can we get a bunch of free shit?
I should have asked for the Nikes.
I know, you should have asked for the Nikes.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Should have asked for us both the Nikes. And he said, hey, if he gets it perfect on expert, give us the Nikes. And I just would have slaughtered it, and we would have cleaned up so good.
Ugh.
Anyway, what have you been playing lately? I mean, my games of choice have been like Beat Saber and a couple of shooters. I've been playing a lot of Standout, but what have you been playing in VR lately?
Just Beat Saber. Other than Beat Saber, I've been doing a lot of Overwatch, and I actually started to do like the ranked matches. Somebody gifted me a copy of Overwatch, and I've been really into it lately.
I've actually never played Overwatch once in my life.
They have such an amazing like backstory for all the characters. And it's like a well-detailed world that everybody's in.
Well, I've actually watched all the films and stuff, and the films look amazing. I just never gotten around to playing the game.
Oh, yeah. All the films look like they should be part of like a Pixar film or something. And there's probably enough content to make a 2-hour movie out there.
Probably. I'm sure there is. Right on. So, yeah. Overwatch and Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
Do you think you can beat me in a Beat Saber song if we were to draw the name out of the hat? Where's your confidence lie, Eugene?
If it's like an original song, if it's one of the like standard songs that come with it, I feel like I might be able to do that. Okay. But if it's one of the custom songs, because I don't download custom songs, I feel like you would probably beat me.
What, because are you a purist?
What? No. It's just because I don't have any experience with it.
Yeah.
I feel on experience you would probably beat me, but if I get my hands on a specific song and I practice like I do to top your scores, I would probably beat you.
That's true. You did work really, really hard to beat me on that one song. And I don't know how you did it, but it was really hard for me to beat that score. And I don't think I beat it before the new update came out, and then it wiped the score, and then we had to start over. But
I know I'm going to have to.
Besides this podcast,
I'm going to have to go in and just reclaim all my scores again.
I know, man.
But to know that anytime I do like in the hard category that I can take top 100, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's something to brag about.
I did get kids reaching out to me during TwitchCon going, hey, what's your score on Beat Saber? I want to destroy it. And I went, you're going to have to be the top like 100 in the world to do it. And they're like, done. I'm like, whatever, fuck off.
I'll talk to you in 3 months.
Yeah, you let me know how that's going. I do get hit up from kids right now asking to play like just VR poker and stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Has there been any games that you've had like one-off experiences with that left an impression on you?
Yeah. God, there was this pixel game that got released not too long ago.
Pixel Ripped?
Yes, that's the one.
Pixel Ripped 1989? Is it 86 or 89? I was born in 86, so maybe that's why I think it's 86.
Let's hold on.
I'm going to look at it right now. Pixel Ripped 1989. That's what it is.
Yeah, I ended up playing it for a little while at the Kronos VR Academy when I was hanging out there. And it's fantastic.
You know, I don't know what it was. I didn't get past the first level, and I don't know if the UX just wasn't there for me, but I didn't realize there was more than one level. And so I got really annoyed like pretty quick. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm just throwing shit at this teacher, I guess. And so I was like, okay. And then you were like, I love it. I was like, really? And you're like, yeah, there's so many levels. I'm like, oh, I didn't catch that part. So it sucks.
You just couldn't get past the first level.
Well, they hooked me up with a key for the game, and I felt really bad because I was like, oh, I don't want to like talk shit about this game.
You sucked.
Like,
I didn't want to like. It.
Yeah, apparently I just sucked at playing it, so I really do have to revisit it. So, Pixel Ripped, you guys, you're still awesome. I have not had the time to get around to what I want to do. But have you played Population 1 yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude.
Am I missing out?
Cool. It's in early beta access. It's made by I think the same team that made Rec Room, but it's a battle royale game. But you can you have a wingsuit and you can build, so it's very similar to Fortnite. But
well, if it's created by the same Against Gravity is the team that made Rec Room. And if that's the case, we know Sean White, who is the community manager over there.
Oh, well, dang.
Yeah.
Need to talk to
actually,
him
and I have been on a few panels together talking about the future of social VR.
Huh. I'm going to look up Population 1 real quick because I want to be for sure on this. Oh, it's not even out yet, I don't think.
Well, that's probably why it's in beta.
On Steam, like I think they gave me a pre-release Steam key or something. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this. Anyways, but let's see. I've been playing Population 1, dude. So I was telling you about this the other night. I got sick for the first time in VR. First time ever. It's never happened to me before. I mean, I have played some crazy games that probably should have made me sick. But I got so sick playing the simplest game, and it was Sopwith. Have you seen this game yet?
No, I haven't.
So Sopwith VR, it's a free-to-play game. You spawn into a plane, and you control the joystick, and the trigger has a gun on it, and then you have the throttle. And those are the only things you have, but you just fly around this like low poly island and try and shoot other people down. But man, like when I was holding the joystick and I'm trying to like actually fly this plane, like it's really, really touchy. So like when you start getting the wiggles when you're like in a plane, dude, I was getting like legit airsick. Like I had a realization. I was like, man, this is pretty, like, this feels really weird. And then I was like, oh shit, I gotta take this helmet off. And so I took the headset off, and I was like, I just started breathing. I was like, holy cow, I am airsick right now. Like, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
I try out all the games that are in production at the CoMotion Labs. Mm-hmm. So I'm basically like a guinea pig at this point.
Nice.
And I get VR sick all the time. And that's basically just so I can give great feedback. Like, yeah, I'm sick. This is how you fix it.
Right.
You know?
Nothing better than willing guinea pigs ready to get, like, you know, fed the poison.
Well, I
give me the VR.
I get over being VR sick really, really fast. And then I'm like, 5 minutes later, all right, guys, let's go again.
Oh, see, this one lasted me like a good 15, 30 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was on New Year's Eve that I was playing, and my son wanted to play it. Max wanted to play it, and so we got it, and he was loving it. He was having so much fun. But, after I played, I was like, whoa, that was too much. Like, I didn't play VR for the rest of the night. I didn't even want to. It was really strange, because, like, I usually have a pretty strong stomach for that type of stuff, so.
Is that just what you did for New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I literally just stayed home and hung out with my kid, and he played some Fortnite while I like slept and set an alarm for about 10 minutes to midnight. And then we went and got pots and pans and banged him outside, and then he went inside and passed out and fell asleep.
Sounds good.
I did, however, the next day I went and did the polar plunge. Have you ever heard of this?
Oh yeah, where you just jump into icy cold water.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I've done it.
It was really, really cold. We went down. I'm not gonna say where I live, but in near our water. We went out on the dock. The news crews were out there and stuff. And my kids' school mascot is the polar bears, so it was the polar bear plunge. So Brennan, my oldest, went out with me. I decided to go out at the last second, so I didn't even have trunks. I had to go out in my my underwear, and I backflipped into the water and then swam my ass in there so freaking fast. It was so cold.
Did you actually do a backflip? I just see you like getting halfway and like slamming your back into the water.
Oh no! I totally did the backflip. I got it on my Instagram too.
Nice. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I was like, man, January 1. 2019 is the year of the vlog. Let's do this. I'm kind of put it out there.
I definitely started my own vlog as far as getting ready to do it for this year. I'm going to try to release one video a week of just like vlog life.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a little bit shorter. And here's the thing about vlogs. Filming your everyday life is freaking boring, and nobody wants to watch that shit.
Right.
And so you basically have to plan something every single week. And so I did spend a little bit of extra money, and I've started to recruit friends for different things. And so in the first one, it's going to be me and Metal for Breakfast making TikTok sketches.
Okay.
Which is fun. And then we've, filmed some sketch stuff specifically for the vlog. And then I have bought some stuff to mess with Yao a little bit. I can't tell. I can't say.
Mess with her? Like you're gonna play pranks on her?
Yeah. Oh no, I told
versus GF or what?
No. I told her ahead of time that I'm planning on messing with her a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But not like.
It's like, babe, you're really gonna hate me in like 2 weeks.
No. I figure if I mess with her in the right way, she'll be like, "Oh, that was really funny," and I get a gift out of it or something like that.
Oh, so there's a payoff.
Oh, every time I mess with her, there's going to be a payoff.
Or there has to be a payoff.
Oh yeah, I don't want her to kick me out of the house.
Well, she doesn't have to go that extreme. She just has to withhold sex. That's the worst. I'd rather go homeless than go without any action. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Camping's fun. Not getting laid isn't.
Fair enough. I don't like to talk about my sex life on podcast, Topher.
Sorry, buddy.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Well,
I'm a sweet boy.
I did want to praise you on your hustle on doing your vlogs this year. How long have you been doing the vlog now? Like 2 months?
Yeah. I've been doing anywhere between 1 to 4 videos every single week for 2 months now.
So how much of your day gets taken up making videos? Because I know that's like one of the biggest reservations that I have when it comes to like doing vlogs. Because I know there's so much that I have to film. But then on top of that, then I have to review and edit. Like, have you figured out like a thing that works for you that you can knock them out easily?
So I started watching David Dobrik's stuff, and all of his videos are 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
I like that. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah, all like he specifically.
What is it, Quentin Tarantino? Jesus.
No. And then they're not only 4 minutes and 20 seconds, but that includes an intro and several outro cards.
Okay.
So it's basically a day and a half to 2 days worth of content compacted into about 3 minutes and 50 seconds is what it really is. Okay. And I'm sure you can create some sort of fun based on that much time. And so like I was sick over the weekend, and I was sick doing the New Year's Eve podcast, and it wasn't our podcast for anybody listening. It was on the Drunken Peasants podcast, and you just see me on there for 12 hours, slowly dying, downing orange juice and coffee and power bars.
I tuned in at like 6 o'clock, and you were just like you had like dead vampire eyes. And I was like, oh yeah, this looks like a blasty blast. I'm just going to hang out here for about 5 minutes. And you didn't say a word. You just slowly died in front of the screen while Billy was talking about cheeseburgers or something, I think. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. But there was a point where I did get up. I did get some food in me. I ordered Amazon delivery. Or no. I had Postmates, and I had Denny's delivered.
Nice.
Yeah, like a skillet, which completely like blew my diet for that day.
Oh, dude, Denny's skillets are where it's at.
So good. That's like the only carbs I've had in a week.
You know, I have a love-hate relationship with Denny's. I love Denny's because it tastes so good. I hate it because I worked there for about 2.5 years, and it was one of the worst places I've ever worked.
Oh, I'm sorry. But it did give me the energy to go and take a shock collar to the chest.
Yeah, I meant to ask you for more details on that because I didn't happen to see that part. What prompted this?
They decided to put Joe. So here, for anybody listening, I do have kind of a sketch comedy group It is Billy the Fridge, Joe Wisdom, and myself, and then Onision. And we go out and we make sketches. And Joe is probably one of the funniest natural comedy personalities I've ever met in my life. He's just so freaking talented. And if he had like any business sense to him, he would probably absolutely be killing it right now. But he doesn't.
But he's a fucking idiot.
Like, I love him. But, I hope he can do better in the future. Anyway, so he, will make a complete fool of himself on camera all the time. Like, he just doesn't quite have an off switch. And so he just decided, hey, I'm going to wear a shot collar while on the vlog or on the podcast.
Like you do.
And Bench Pie just every once in a while be like, let's shock him. And then Billy got up and took two of them and put one under each breast because he, is giant flabby men breasts. So he took one to each titty.
He put it,
and then I was like, I know I'm sick, but this might feel good. And, I took it to the chest, and you can actually see me taking it to the chest on the podcast.
That's awesome. That sounds like fun. That sounds like exactly what you wanted to be doing while sick on New Year's Eve.
It did bring me a little bit of life. It did shock.
I think anything would do that at that point by the look of you, because
it was a shocking experience.
You did not. You did not just do that right now.
Dad pun.
You're not even a dad. Get the fuck out of here. Stop taking my jokes.
So also here, I have a list of like things I want to do on the vlog. Mm-hmm. And the most promising one right now is a friend of mine agreed to get a tattoo of my face on him.
No.
Yeah.
Like how big though?
Probably like, it doesn't have, probably the size of a, Magic the Gathering trading card, maybe.
Who is this genius individual?
My friend Scott.
Well, Scott, I would highly recommend that you think this one through.
Scott is...
And then do it, because it's a great idea.
Oh, absolutely.
So why is he doing this?
Because I asked him to. I was like, hey, what's the craziest thing you would be willing to do for me? And Scott Bernal, who is a really good friend of mine, and he was actually one of the first people I've ever put into a sketch. Like a proper sketch that I've done. It was for, what was it? Badass of the Week, written by Joey Clift. It features the actual writer from Badass of the Week. And
nice.
So, I put him in as like tough guy number one. And, he's just like, he came to, to help out when I was doing like Cube and that failed and some other stuff, and he's just always kind of been around, and he really does think like the world of my career. I'm kind of like that guy from, the reservation / guy who lived in Everett who has, gotten out of like
Everett.
Gotten out of Everett. Like, I made it. I was kind of a success.
Yeah.
And so there's like this weird respect because of it. And I mean, if you look back at like all the stuff we got done this past year, I would definitely say you and I fit in the realm of influencers.
We definitely have done a lot of shit this year, man.
Oh my god.
Dude, Instagram alone, like that has been such a cool like experiment that we just decided to do. So if you guys don't follow our one of our curated accounts on Instagram, it's at Polygon Artists. And we actually have this account that we built up from zero, because we wanted to be able to like feature really cool art, because we're both motion graphics artists. And we started this account with 0 followers September 3rd. And we post a bunch, we post about 12 images a day probably.
Yeah, anywhere between 3 to 12 images a day.
And then so we kind of let that go, and we have it as a curated account. And so that basically that means we're going to repost you and credit you, and you're going to reap the benefits because we're kind of putting you on. And in doing that, we get to gain a following. and help build our Instagrams as well as help others build their followings. And so it's kind of this nice quid pro quo thing. And we hit 10,000 followers on Christmas Eve, and we hit 11,000 followers on New Year's Eve. And we're just like, we're still growing. And like 3 days later, I think we're at like 11.4 thousand now. It's like, it's been nuts.
Yeah, right now we're growing about 1,000 new followers a week.
Yeah, like
and it took us 4 months to get to this point. I don't know why. Oh,
it's really cool because it's such a validating experience, because when you try an experiment that you don't know is going to work. I mean, obviously that's why it's an experiment. But like, we wanted to make, like, we were like, what will it take to make a following of about 10,000 followers in a very specific niche, so we can reach this milestone? How long will it take? How many posts will it take? And what type of stuff are we going to have to do? And we kind of formulated this plan, stuck to it for like 4 months. I mean, there was times where, you know, I dropped off a little bit, Eugene's dropped off a little bit, more so myself because I got super busy. But we powered through, we stuck with it, and now we literally have the data to show, like, this is what it took to build 10,000 followers, legit followers. And this isn't like follow for follow. This isn't like...
this is 100% organic.
Organic. We're not a part of any special groups. We didn't hook into any, like, I'm going to have this software follow 800 people and then see if they followed me back and then unfollow them. We didn't do any of that crap. We literally just put people on, did the post, thanked some people in our stories, and just told people to follow us. And 4 months later, 10,000 followers, dude.
I made a video basically talking about how it was all organic, and it's one of my most hated videos right now.
It's your most hated video? Why?
Yeah, because people are like, oh, you got 10,000? Like, I want to know your secret. I'm like, it's all organic. You just post a lot and do the work.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's stupid.
Well, that's the thing, is people don't like to hear, like, what it actually takes. They want to hear the tactic. So, like, our tactic is work your fucking ass off, dude. Like, put the work in, realize that you need to be in front of your followers probably, 3 to 12 times per day, because that's what, every time you post, that's what it is. You're in front of your followers 3 to 12 times per day. You give appreciation to your followers. You credit the people that you feature. And people just inherently love it. It's that whole jab, right hook stuff that Gary Vee talks about. Like, the jabs are literally just us posting and putting people on and thanking people for following us. And we're just doing nothing but literally jabbing. We're doing nothing but jabbing. And that's all we've done for 4 months. And that many jabs just shows, like, dude, 10,000 followers, 4 months. And a lot of people they might snub their nose at that. But, dude, 10,000 followers is a hard number to come by.
It's really interesting because also I was tracking the attitudes of how people were perceiving us using the account. And when we were super small, people would be like, okay, you're borrowing our stuff. I feel like this is kind of stealing. But once we started to become a bigger account, people were like, oh, thanks for promoting me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
It was super interesting. It was like there was no difference other than the audience size we were showing your stuff to.
Yeah, it's like we're the cool new magazine in town on the newsstand, and they're just stoked to get, like, the mention. You know how people freak out when they get to be on the news? They're like, dude, I was on the news. Watch it at 7 o'clock. Channel 5, bro. I was on the news. And they got like a 15-second soundbite, and they're just stoked, right? Well, that's what it is every time we post someone on Instagram. They get their little 15 seconds of fame. They get recognized. Notice me, senpai. Like, it's one of those things. Like, oh, I got some recognition. And people, like, especially on Instagram, dude, they are thirsting for that recognition. Everyone wants to be recognized. That's all they want. That's the whole reason they have a freaking Instagram. They want to be recognized. They want to be recognized for their hard work, too.
Not everybody. There are a lot of people with private accounts.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still looking for recognition from the friends that they let in.
That is totally fair.
At the heart of Instagram, people want recognition for either the photos they post, the videos they post, the experiences they have, or the art that they create. And
that is fair.
Yeah, and I think having these curated accounts really let us see that it's I don't know, it's really cool. It let us see that there's a growth hack to this whole thing, but it's not really a hack, more of I guess I'm struggling to find the words, like a mutual like handoff. Like, you're awesome, let me show everyone else how awesome you are, and in turn you're gonna think I'm awesome, so let's be awesome together. I think that's where I was trying to go with that. I don't know.
Well, I guess, the moral of the story is put the work in and, results will show up.
I think that's the whole moral of this friggin' podcast, man. The last year has been just insanity for us. I mean, we've taken on a lot of different projects. We've gone on quite a few different trips.
We've had some really big names on this podcast. And
we have, man.
I think we have like less than 1,000 views.
I know. It's got to pop soon. I think maybe one of our incoming guests might help us out with that. We're not going to say, we don't mention names ahead of time, but we have some people like planned to be on the podcast that are going to be pretty freaking sweet. Yeah. So I think the next year is going to hold some really cool guests.
I mean, we've had like Philip Rosedale. We've had Jake Roper from Vsauce 3. We had Jimmy here. We had Jordan Jones. I mean, we've had some big freaking names on this podcast.
Yeah, it's been a ride, man. Like I never thought that like that little weird alt space show that we were doing was really going to turn into something like this big. Did you? I mean, I think we always kind of like hoped it would, but like, damn, I don't know. Like, you kind of go into some things like, oh yeah, that'll be fun for a little while, but then you're like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so we do want to tell you guys that this is episode 1 for the new season. This season is planning to have 50 episodes for 2019. And we are really excited about the guests that we have lined up coming onto the season.
Yeah, we are really excited. Thank you guys for listening. We have just huge things planned. I mean, not only projects, but podcasts. Like you said, every week we're going to hopefully be doing these things. So make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe on all the different platforms of your choosing: iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Anchor, all those good places.
Spotify.
iTunes. Follow us on YouTube. Follow me and Eugene on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all those places.
Do you have Snapchat still? Because I
do.
I never use it. I'm 100% Instagram.
I actually started. I started creating more like daily content because I'm taking a note out of Eugene's book because he's killing me on the daily content game here. But I'm gonna be hopefully doing close to daily content, whether or not it's gonna be like super polished. I really want to this year. I want to go off of the document, don't create aspect. That's another Gary V thing. It's like document, don't create, or not. Is it document, don't create? Yeah, document, don't create.
Yeah,
and it's more like, and also don't worry about perfection, because that is one thing that cripples me the most when it comes to producing content. Is I want things to look fucking perfect.
Yeah, you'll just get naturally better.
Well, they never look perfect, and so I need to learn myself. For 2019, Topher is going to be introspective this year and learn to let go and not want to be perfect all the time or produce perfect media. Because I think that's been one of my downfalls the last year, is wanting to create things that just look super, super polished. But I just want to create cool things, let people see them, and I don't know. It's 2019 is going to be the year of the vlog, Eugene. The year of the vlog. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening. Check us out next week. Make sure you download all of the past episodes because there are a bunch of them. But until next time, my name's Topher Welsh.
I'm Eugene Capon.
And we will see you guys on the next episode. Catch you later.